for joining me today. So in today's card tutorial video, we're going to be featuring the Fitting Florets collection by Stampin' Up. It's a new collection that Stampin' Up just launched on November 4th, and it's available until January 4th or while supplies last. Let's get the camera turned down and we'll get started with the card. The Fitting Florets collection will be available until January 4th. And a couple of the items, the frame florets and the frame florets dies, will carry over into the new mini catalog that will launch on January 4th. What won't be carrying over are these cool swirled dots, gold dots. They're adhesive. The designer series paper will also not be carrying over. And the framed and festive stamp set will not be carrying over. Those will retire on January 4th or while supplies last. Now, as I understand it, this has been a very popular collection that Stampin' Up just launched. I can tell you from my experience, I really love this. I've been using it since I've gotten it. And I've used it several different ways to make different cards. The one I'll be featuring today actually is similar to this one, only I'll be using different colors. This is a Z-Fold card. So really pretty. I really, really like this set. And so let me just show you what the set comes with. So if you buy the collection, you'll get the frame florets stamp set, the frame florets dies, and these come with 13 dies. I've got one taken off of here, but there's 13 dies. And it also comes with the framed and festive stamp set, which, like I said, this won't be available after January 4th or again while supplies last. Additionally, you'll get a pack of 12 by 12 designer series paper, and there's 12 sheets in here, 2 of each design. Really pretty. And the dies, one of the dies actually cuts out this beautiful framed floral here, which I will be cutting out. I have this piece. I want to cut out the Blushing Bride color. Then it also has this pretty holly, and look at this. Is this not gorgeous? Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? And then we have this piece here. Again, very pretty. And you can also fussy cut these. The other images you can fussy cut. I don't particularly like fussy cutting, as you know, but you certainly can if that's your thing. So really pretty, beautiful colors, beautiful images. I really like this set. And come January 4th, it's going to retire the designer series paper. All right, so, and the collection, if you purchase the full collection, that is, let's see, is there a price on here? No, it doesn't show the price. I think it's like $97.50 or $25, something like that. And again, you get the frame florets bundle, which includes the frame florets stamp set and the frame florets dies. You get the framed and festive stamp set, the designer series paper, and the gold adhesive back swirls. So really cool. I think it's a great deal. So for my card today, we'll be using Soft Succulent as the card base, and I've already gone ahead and scored it, so we'll just fold it now. Use my bone folder to burnish the edges. Since it's a fun fold, you want to make sure that you have good creases. So one's going in, and then the other one goes backwards here, like so. Before I start doing that though, let me die cut this image. My Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. Plates in. I've got my number 1 plate, my number 2 plate. This plate here is the Magic Mat, which replaces number 3 plate. And then I'll set my paper down and get the die lined up correctly. Just want to grab a piece of Post-it note just to hold it down to make sure it's cutting in the right area. I always tend to move this somehow. Let's make sure I have that correct. Yes, now that looks good. All right. So we'll hold that down. Then I'm using another number. I'm not going to use my copy paper because I don't need that. Then we'll put our number 3 plate over that. And we'll run it through the machine. And you have a perfectly die-cut piece. Isn't that beautiful? The images are really pretty in this set. Okay, so let's start putting this together. So first I have, let's do this piece here. So what I started to do here, let me show you the full sheet, or at least half a sheet. The half sheet of this comes with these berries, the holly berries, which are white, which as I understand it, that's what holly berries are, usually white. I always thought they were red. And a lot of times that's the way you see them, but apparently they're white. So what I did is I don't have Stampin' blends, so I tried with the Stampin' Right marker, which is this one here. And it's kind of splotchy, you know, although it, you know, it's nice. But then I decided to use my Stampin', what are these called? The, I don't have the full package here, the pencils, the watercolor pencils. And what I did is I highlighted, you know, I did little circular motions here, and in the darker areas, I highlighted it a little bit more. Made it a little deeper and darker red. And then we're going to do this part here. And then I went just a little bit lighter on the other part, finishing to color it in. Do the same thing on this one down here. And you certainly can go back over it if you're not happy with it and do some more coloring. And then I did this 2 ways. I took my blender pen and I just went over it just to spread the color and get some areas that I didn't get with the pencil. And you could see there's, let me just zoom in a little for you. There's like variations of the colors, you know, and that's just by doing the one pencil. And I'm using Real Red, was the pencil color that I used. So it's nice that you can actually color these or leave them white, depending on what your project needs are. I'll go a little bit darker here, and then I think we'll be done. Okay. Let me zoom back out again. All right, so we'll adhere this to one panel, and this piece here is cut at 1 3/4 by 5 3/8. And if I failed to mention, my card base is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I've scored it at 1 7/8 right here, and then 4 1/4. Appears that I'm starting to run low on this glue. Time to get a new bottle. It's my favorite adhesive, so that's why I run out of it so quickly. I'm using it all the time. And then next I have 2 pieces here which are cut at 2 1/4 by 5 3/8. We'll adhere one on the inside. And this card comes together rather quickly. I think it's a very simple Z-fold, but it packs a wow punch. And then the last piece goes on the outer panel here. And you certainly can add another piece here. I've chosen not to. Next, we're going to glue these together. So I have a piece of Evening Evergreen, which is cut 3 inches by 3 inches, and then a piece of the Designer Series paper, which is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So this was the reverse of this, is the Blushing Bride. Put that down over here. Now this piece will get adhered to the front panel here, and I wanted to go to the edge of my card, so I'm going to focus on just putting adhesive on this part here. Otherwise we're going to close the whole card, and we don't want to do that. We want the recipient to be able to open it. So I'm just going to keep my fingers here so I know where the glue goes and I don't go beyond that point. That's the other good thing about the liquid glue, because you can move it around a little. Make sure I get it all the way to the edge like I wanted it. And it's pretty centered. All right, now for the fun part. Let's close this up a little. On the inside, so I'm using the Framed and Festive sentiment. This will go on the outside. We'll do that in just a second. And I'm going to do Have Yourself a Merry Christmas on the inside. And we'll use Soft Succulent. I'm going to stamp it first on my scratch paper. Make sure it looks okay. It does. Then we'll go on the basic white. And this basic white is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I think I moved it a little. And then for the inside, I'm going to put some of these pieces that I die cut from Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. We'll see which pieces I use, if I use them all or just one or two. Maybe we'll do something like this. I think I'm just going to use the one piece. And let's get my silicone craft mat. And I'll add some adhesive to the back of this. This pointy end on this glue bottle makes it easy to get into those little crevices there, those little areas. Oh, if I can pick it up, there we go. I'll just put that down here. Like so, okay. Set that aside for a minute, put that aside for a minute, and add this to the inside of the card. And see, you won't see the message when the card is closed. All right. Be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this set, and if you have the set already. If you don't have the set and you're not working with another demonstrator, I'd love to earn your business. Please be sure to check out my website, and if you like, you can order this set. Just make sure you do it soon though, because it's only available until January 4th, and some of the items are only available while supplies last. And certainly if you have any questions, please be sure to contact me. I'd love to help answer them for you. All right, so we're good there. Good so far. Let me stamp this on a piece of scrap basic white. We're going to do this for the outside part. Again, I'm just going to use Soft Succulent. I'll come down here, and then I'll just cut that out. Now I can close that. And let's get my trimmer. I'm just going to trim this down a bit. If you're enjoying my video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. It helps me grow my channel. And leaving a comment also helps me grow my channel. YouTube apparently loves it when you leave comments. So definitely do that. And I enjoy reading your comments, of course. I love to read them while I'm having my breakfast. So definitely leave me a comment. All right, so this we're going to put on, I thought I had a scrap piece of soft succulent someplace, but it doesn't look like it. I swear sometimes things just disappear in this room. I'm sure I'll find it later. But for now, let's just get a piece from this. And I'm going to glue this down so I know how much I need to cut. These. Okay. Let's trim that. Trim the other edge. See if I need to take off a little bit more here. No, let's just leave it. So let's start building up these pieces. So this will be going on the front of the card here. And I think I want to put maybe this. Oh, that's going to hide that then. So maybe we'll do something more like this. Like so maybe. Right. And then we'll add this to the back here. Do I add these or not? Nah, I don't think we need those extra pieces. I think this is fine, just the way it is. All right, so let's add this first. Again, let's get my mat. If I had been smart, I would have put adhesive paper behind the die, behind the paper before cutting it, but I always seem to forget it. I remember it afterwards, especially while I'm gluing. But this, what do you call this thing? The glue bottle with the pin type applicator seems to work very nicely. Be careful not to put too much on the top, otherwise it will come off the edge. I don't want that. I think no, okay, good. Oh, such decisions. I think I like it the other way. Right, let me add this. And then we'll add the flowers with dimensionals. Around here. Glues up before we have an accident. Just trying to figure out where I need to put the dimensionals and where I need to stay away. I'm so directionally challenged. I keep having to put this here to see where I need to put the dimensionals. Here, I think down here would be good, and maybe one over here. This one over just a little bit. Yes. Make sure they don't show on the back. Good. All right, let's add some of those gold back adhesive swirls. Get my take your pick tool. Is where? Where's my putty end? You know what? I took the putty end off. All right, we'll just use it like this. Put one around here. I'll put another one up there. And then the other one we'll do around here. All right. There you have it. It's all done. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty fold. I think it's gorgeous. Let's bring the other one in that I did previously. Put them side by side. So which one do you like best? Let me know in the comments what you think about them. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you give it a try. And make sure you send these cards that you're making. Bring some joy to somebody. All right, guys, have a great day, great week. I will see you on the following Tuesday. Happy stamping. Bye.